Those who were captured by Fox, the news reporters, were put face down in the dirt and with a gun in their head, said that they should convert to Islam as a condition of their release. What kind of religion on the face of the earth puts a gun to a man's head and says, I'm going to murder you if you don't receive my faith? This will kind of give the American people a grasp of what we're up against. We'll be back in just a moment.
Okay, now next here, John Hagee goes into this more nonsense again about what kind of religion forces you to accept the religion or die. He was referring to what happened to, allegedly happened to these Fox reporters where they were taken hostage. They were supposedly, allegedly put face down, guns put to the back of their head, and told them that they need to embrace Islam. If that is truly what happened, that is against the teachings of Islam, John Hagee. That is not what Islam teaches. So you're right. What kind of religion teaches you to force people to accept a religion? You're right. I agree with you. And Islam does not teach that. Okay? In chapter 2 of the Quran, verse 256, it clearly says there is no compulsion in religion. Why? Because the right way is clearly distinct from the way of error. Okay? If you are forced to become Muslim, this is of no benefit. It's no benefit to force anybody to become Muslim. Even the imam of the masjid, the holy mosque in Mecca, he wrote a book. Here it is. Okay? And here he himself agrees with that. In his book, he says that this is not what Islam teaches, and to do so is wrong. There is no benefit to that person or to religion to have people who are members of the faith based on forcing them. What kind of religion would that be? Having a bunch of followers who are forced to the religion. Obviously, a religion like that can't stand, can't survive. Okay? And that is not what Islam teaches. So, Mr. Hagee, please, again, stop trying to tell people about our religion. You don't know what you are talking about, sir. Again, it is not part of Islam to force people to become a Muslim. The Quran is clear about that. Again, chapter 2, verse 256, there is no compulsion in religion. So if those people did that to those Fox reporters, then those Muslims were wrong. If it is true, they were wrong to do that. That is not part of Islam.
Americans believe that Islamic sleeper cells are covering the nation and are now in place waiting for a phone call to launch an attack against the nation.
Hezbollah has 11 cells that we know of and monitor in the United States on American soil. That's Hezbollah. Hezbollah just came in now to the attention to the American public because when the FBI arrested 300 Hezbollah operatives on American soil in the last few years, Americans were not paying attention. It was only when we started negotiating with Iran about their nuclear activities that the New York Times, about 2 months ago, published on their front cover fearing a Hezbollah cell in New York City ready to unleash suicide bombing. This is how we started looking at Hezbollah. Hezbollah is not the only organization that has cells on America. Hamas, of all the terrorist organizations on American soils who have set up shop on American soil, and the top three are Al-Qaeda, Islamic Jihad, and Hamas, Hamas has the largest infrastructure of all terrorist organizations on American soil. Hamas has cells in over 40 states in the United States. 40! And those are the cells we know of and monitor. We know they are all over. Those cells are harbored by the local Muslim communities. Those cells do not operate independently or in secret. Those cells operate within, are protected by, supported by the local Islamic communities.
Okay, next they go into what we call fear-mongering. The same thing that was done in Nazi Germany. Okay, if you look up Joseph Goebbels, who was the minister of propaganda in Nazi Germany, who was able to conjure up all the hatred and bigotry against Jews in Germany and sway the public opinion to hate Jews and to, you know, want to put them in camps and not do anything, and then the people of Germany stand by and say, well, that they deserve it. Okay? What Brigitte Gabriel, John Hagee, Wally Chubat, Robert Spencer, and all these other haters are doing is the same thing that Joseph Goebbels did in Nazi Germany. Spread a bunch of misinformation, propaganda, stir up hatred in the people in America to hate Muslims, not trust Muslims, And this is what they did in Nazi Germany. Go look it up. Look up the speeches and the propaganda of Joseph Goebbels, and you will see it's the same exact tactic that these people are using. Okay, they're using the same exact tactic. Okay, so here she goes into this thing about Hezbollah and Hamas in America. Okay, I have an article right here from newsmax.com, going back to that time, July 2006. FBI spokesman Paul Bresson said that there is no specific or credible intelligence showing that Hezbollah or these groups, Hezbollah or Hamas, is attempting to do perpetrate any attacks here in the United States. Also, FBI Director Robert Mueller said the same. He said it would be unique if such a thing were happening, because obviously Hezbollah, Hamas, their activities usually go on in Israel. Most of the activities that they do, if not 99% of it, goes on right there in Israel. So he said it would be a shift if Hezbollah did or Hamas did try to attack. He said it's theoretical. Theoretical that, and of course theoretical, everybody knows that theoretical means it's a theory. Okay, it's just a theory. There is no any substantiation of the claim. It doesn't really exist. It's just a theory out there. And if you notice, all the articles about this subject all say they suspect, they believe, they suspect, they believe. You know what that adds up to? That adds up to they have no definite proof of any such existence. It's all suspicion. It's all beliefs. Okay? Not facts. Because if they knew it, they would say, we know for sure that Hezbollah is here, Hezbollah is getting ready to attack, Hamas is getting ready to attack in America. They would say that. But all their words are suspect, belief. Suspect, belief. Theoretical, meaning this is baseless. It's baseless, all just puffs of smoke, but there's nothing, no substance to it. Okay? No substance to it at all. And let me say this, let me just say this. Let me make it clear. Number one, again, as a Muslim, I'm a Sunni Muslim, we condemn terrorism. Okay? Perpetrating acts of violence in order to achieve some type of political goal, harming innocent people, things of that nature, we condemn it. In my other videos, we gave you the list of Muslim organizations, Muslim individuals, Muslim scholars who have condemned terrorism. The reason why I'm addressing this issue, because this is fear-mongering, okay? This is fear-mongering, what they're trying to say, oh, the enemy is amongst us and all that. So don't think that I'm sitting here trying to get you to turn the other way and ignore those things. No, yes, there are Muslims out there who are doing bad things. We acknowledge that. There are Muslims out there who are doing bad things. So yes, be aware of them. Everybody take what you must do to protect yourself from criminal activity, from Muslims doing criminal activity. Yes, no doubt about it. But this fear-mongering, we can't accept that. So that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking and challenging this fear-mongering, that the enemy is amongst us and you got to look out for Muslims in America and stuff like that. You see, this is the same rhetoric from Nazi Germany. Now, if you're a racist and you're a bigot, by all means, do what you're going to do then. You're going to do it anyway. You did it to blacks, African Americans, Latino Americans. So I can't help you. But for those of you who are sincere, honest people, regardless of your religion, your race, you have to be smarter than this. Don't allow these people to have you paranoid and not trusting your fellow American. Do like Martin Luther King said. We just passed his birthday. What did he say? He said, judge a man not by the color of his skin. And we'll add, not by his religion, but by the content of his character. Judge that person by their actions. You see? But these people are hypocrites. You see? They want to talk that talk about tolerance. Here she is going against tolerance, telling you to be suspicious, telling you to be paranoid, telling you can't trust fellow American citizens. But what do you expect? Again, she's a foreigner. You see? Here she's coming to our country and trying to shape and change the way America's supposed to be. Remember, America is supposed to be a society that welcomes the individual, okay? That spreads ideals that are good and honest. It's not supposed to be, I say, not supposed to be. It's not supposed to be about bigotry and all these things that these people are trying to spread. All these foreigners, Wally Chubat, you know what I'm saying? Brigitte Gabriel. Foreigners coming here telling us to divide America, to not trust your fellow Americans. No, judge people by their actions. If a Muslim does wrong, then judge that Muslim by his actions. Don't judge us all, you see? Just imagine me as an African American, because of one white person or a few white people do evil to me or my people, I judge all white people. How would that be? Would I be right? No, of course, I would be wrong to judge all whites by that action. So why is it okay to do that to Muslims then? Judge the person who does the wrong.